Stadium in Ruston, Louisiana. Conference bragging rights, just part of the stakes as these two get set to square off. It's the USF Bulls and the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, I was able to catch up with Coach Cumbie before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and will be underway. He'll bring it out. It's Alexis. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Bunch formation for these receivers. Sets his feet. It's Croman Hope. Left side is Odom. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Second down to the air. Under pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Coming into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
And this is not the way they envisioned the opening drive going with the 3rd and long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Out wide right, it's Smith. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down.
And I love that the defense was ready for the speed out wide. This offense, you're going to see more and more of it as the game goes along. They love to use his speed to run across the formation. You can run away from defenders, run away from zone covers, but they were all dialed in. They broke on it, and they made the nice tackle.
Drops back on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wilkerson. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Out wide left, it's Booth. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Well, the offense is trying to get physical. They're pulling the backside guard on that play. He completely whiffs, though, and misses his block, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to it. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The kick is on its way. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Fires to the middle. He's got it. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Drops back, it's Croman Hope. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver there working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field, and work all the way over to the other side. The offensive line has to give the quarterback time, and the QB's got to be patient, but it all worked out perfectly, and they're able to get a big play.
Gonna look downfield again. Right side, it's Selden. Across the 25, he's got room. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Fresh center downs going to the air. Rush is on. And it's a sack.
And what an awesome response from the defense. You give up a huge play the play before, and what do you come back? You come back and you get pressure on the quarterback, and you get him on the ground before he can make another big play.
The Bulls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, gonna throw it. Left side is Sullivan. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Touchdown Bulls. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
That's a nice job by the offense there on their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Running inside, it's Miller. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Baker. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
There's an example of a dude getting beat one-on-one with his quarterback getting closer and closer to his end zone, man. That's scary.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Rush right in his face. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. On his way from around the 50. And they'll stop him right there on the return. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for a crease to the left. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
They tried to turn the corner on him, but the defense was ready, and they knock him down for a loss. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast, you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get in the play immediately.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Straight ahead, it's Isaac. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Back to pass, it's Van Buren. Unloads to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. There's the better play there by the defense.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Finds a crease, it's Isaac. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Oh, he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Out wide left, it's Wilkerson. Turns it on in midfield. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Out wide right, it's Wilkerson. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Nowhere to go on that one. He's going to lose 5.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Looking to pass. It's Croman Hope. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force. To a 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at. He's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves. They catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Turns up, it's Selden. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. And the Bulls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Cuts it upfield. It's Collins. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Long way to go on second down. Sees an alley. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. And his throw was incomplete.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Never a doubt. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Baker. Look out! And here's a fumble way behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. Wants to throw one first. Got it. At midfield, he's got room. Turning it on. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Booth. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they try to go with the draw out of the shotgun, but just way too much penetration allowed up front. That defensive line just took that play over.
They get off the rock really fast, get in the backfield. The offensive linemen are supposed to push them upfield. Quarterback's got to sell it. Not anything really in that play in sync, and it doesn't go anywhere.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggled to try to find a play to get someone open.
He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Alexis. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The RPO got him. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Makes the catch. It's Odom. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Back to pass. It's Croman Hope. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Goes high to pull it in. Touchdown, South Florida. Once he got some room, it was over.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. He's taking the shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got him this time. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. From the gun, it's Miller. Breaks into the open. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Baker. Here comes the heat. Gets rid of it.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Unleashes one. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
Well, this offense just hasn't been able to find a rhythm so far in this game, and maybe they need to stop taking so many shots downfield, just work some more high-percentage completions to get these drives going to score some points.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Left side, it's Miller. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. This will likely be the last play of the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
Timeout, Louisiana.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Trying to get one before the half. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Using his legs, it's Booth. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. To the air, it's Baker. They're all over him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
Searching for space. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. This USF offense will open this drive right here. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Rodgers. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running to the left. Knocked down immediately.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They'll try to pick up this 3rd down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. Moving the pocket, it's Croman Hope. Right side, it's Collins. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Louisiana Tech starts this drive as the offense goes on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Sells to fake. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And that's the beauty of running play action. Everybody sucks up, plays the run, and you get to slip that tight end down the field with a full head of steam, make a big play.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give is to Miller. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. They'll give it to him again. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
2nd and long here. Back to throw, it's Baker. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Drops back on first down. Got it! They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on second down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window.
It's a fake. They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. And the pass is incomplete off the fake field goal, and sometimes you just outsmart yourself. Boy, you look smart when it works out, but when it goes awry, you are left to second-guess yourself. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Play clock was down to 2 seconds, but they call a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. This offense starts deep in a hole. And he's brought down after a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. Throws for the tight end. Comes down. It's Sullivan. Huge play on that one. Took it across the 50, and they'll mark him down at the 45. And the Bulls come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Collins. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And they stop him there with a tackle for a loss. And how about the run defense in this football game? A lot of coaches, man, they talk about it. Coming into a game, first thing we have to do is stop the run. Both these defenses so far have been up for the challenge.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Sullivan. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
That cornerback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for the edge. He's not going to have enough for the first down. Had to get it to the 35, and now a tricky 4th down decision coming. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's got it, first down and more. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. The Bulls, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. To the air, it's Croman Hope. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulls! Nice Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Motion from the wide receiver. Miller with the ball. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Unloads it left. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens, and they get out of sync, and they don't make big plays, but man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field. So
hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it here on 4th down. Throws to the tight end. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Dropping back, it's Baker. He's going for a big play downfield. As is batted down, knocked away, incomplete, and this linebacker in pass coverage is up to the task.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
The Bulldogs are facing 3rd and inches. Keeps it himself. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you've kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection has not been great, even though they've got the lead in this game.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. There he goes. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple yards short.
It's unfortunate for this offense, guys. Had they not had the mental errors and mistakes early in the drive, they'd be sitting pretty right now. Even after that long gain on the running play, they've still got 4th down.
And the Bulls will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be a...
Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
And that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble, and he's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen. But all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play, but instead, he gives up the big safety.
Now this offense is back on the field. They want that clock to run. At the 35, he's loose. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Keeps it on the option. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They bring him down at the 44-yard line. It'll be 4th down, but this might be prime go-for-it territory. The Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Looking downfield, it's Baker. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
In this offense, they just got to find a way to make some plays here. They've dug themselves a huge hole. haven't played well, especially in the important areas. They've kicked too many field goals, not scored a touchdown. They've got to find a way to create an explosive play.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. The screen, he can go. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 50, the 30, the 20. He's at touchdown, Louisiana Tech. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest. I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance, but you got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory, as we have victory formation coming. They can stop the clock a couple more times, and they need to get it back fast, down 2 possessions as the clock keeps winding down. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there, but this team just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.